Absolutely. I completely agree. I think it's a very good point to start like truly scaling and building that real team. So when is it that you knew, or you suggest someone else know, is the right time to hire like that first employee? Like, how did you
As
know?
soon as Yeah, it was a funny one. Like what I did is I found someone that sort of understood WordPress. Like, this is my scenario. I found someone that understood WordPress and understood how to change meta tags and everything that comes with it. And then I was like, if I can teach him SEO, and that's a big thing for him, and he's from the start, like, has no bad habits. I can tell him everything he knows.
Yeah.
So I employed him part time, and he actually worked at a pub. He had a blog that was an Xbox blog that was getting a lot of traffic accidentally. He didn't really understood how it worked. So I was teaching him SEO, and he was working like a couple of days a week, and I was paying him. And then I was like, hey, I'm ready for this now. Like, quit your job. And obviously that's a big thing for him and a big thing for me. And then, so I would say probably once you've got maybe 10 or so clients on, if the average person out there is charging $500 or whatever, and they've got low overheads, they're living at home, they've not got the high overhead lifestyle, which is what I would also say is make sure you try and do it as young as possible. Obviously, living at home at the time was easy for me. I had no responsibilities, and I could do that as of when I wanted, and it just made sense. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So he came full time, probably after I had about 10 clients that were regularly paying me. And I thought, yeah, look, I don't want this money for myself. Like, I want to invest it in, and that's been pretty much my manifest for the last 4 years. Like, every pound that I've made, like, I will just invest it hard, and I've invested a lot into things that haven't worked, but then obviously I've invested it into things that have worked. But having an agency and building a small team of 5, maybe 10, 15, you get the cash flow to play with it and to muck around and have a bit of fun, because at the end of the day, for me, it wasn't so much about the money. It was creating a team, like here's like a family for us. And it also got me out the house, because I was working from home when I was on my own, and it was quite depressing, to be honest. I wasn't used to that. I know there's lots of people that are really happy working from home because they've had tough commutes and stuff, but for me, it was important that I actually got out of the house and had a regular routine, because it was driving me crazy. So that was more the feeling behind it. It wasn't so much I wanted to build a big agency, because it's still growing without me even, like, it's hard to explain, but once you build that machine, it does compound, and it just keeps increasing without you even doing anything. So I think that's...
Can we break down what the team is looking like now? Like, what sort of positions do you have filled, and what do the people do?
So we have a couple of sales guys that will manage the accounts in terms of clients. Got a social girl that's just started last month, and she's just looking after our clients' social and just keeping an eye on that, because it's always a good bonus. Then we have 2 graphic designers, and mainly an outreach team, which is about 4 now. So that's obviously we have a lot of sites that we can get links for clients from all sorts of niches. And the link building side of things is something that we really quite specialize in for our clients. And then an accounts guy, an Excel guy who tracks all my expenses and everything that comes with it. And then a head of search who manages everything on top of it and who runs the show when I'm not here usually. And then Dan, who's literally filming me right now, who is part of, like, my personal brand, is something that I'm looking to build over the next few years, because I've got a lot to tell, I've got a lot of help to give, and I don't want people to make the same mistakes I did. And so that's an expensive luxury, but something that I really want to push over the next few years, because, again, I don't really want to be looked at as an SEO guy. I want to be looked at as a business guy that leveraged SEO, and what you can achieve with using SEO
for sure
is a great